Hello and welcome to another episode from Godcraft. I'll be your host today, Kieran, and today we're back on the lobby building world. Yes, we're back here, and I just thought I'd give a quick 6-day, I think it is, update from what's been going on in the past couple of days. So if we take a quick look around, we can see that Jinky's building has been moved to the bottom left-hand corner of the map, and surrounded by what I must admit is a pretty huge forest and very, very dense. So if we move down here, we can have a look around. It's been adapting it all day, so let's have a look. From what I can gather, this is probably where you'd come in from the forest. So, oh, the birds. Oh, okay. As you can see, Benner's getting in the way as usual. So, for those of you that haven't been in lately, here you go. You can see that big, huge bird up there. It's really nice. It's a really nice building, actually. I do really like it, and it's put a lot of time and effort into it. And it keeps getting annoyed at people because they keep saying that this was the first design for Spawn, and it wasn't. But oh well. But anyway, yeah, that's Jinky's building, and as you can see, it is huge. And yeah, so moving on. As you can see, we have got what has got to be one of the biggest forests I've ever seen in Godcraft. In fact, it's got to be one of the biggest forests I've ever seen in Minecraft, never mind Godcraft. And we've got Reconcile's just huge tree. And if I'm honest, I was reminded of the Manoa tree from the Inheritance Cycle. So if anyone who's read that book, let me know if you agree with me. But it really does feel like that. So yeah, but as you can see, it's just absolutely huge, and this forest is really dense as well, so like you might not even find it. I mean, if we go for a walk through here, you can see it's just like you can pretty much get out of most places, but you got places like this where nice and clear, and then suddenly it'll get dense like this, and you're just like, oh crap, how do I get out? This way maybe. Yeah, it's ridiculous. So this is the forest. I don't know if it's got a name yet. I'd be happy. I think they're welcome to suggestions. So leave a comment in the comment section on possible names for it. But it's just it is big, and as you can see, we've not just spawned a forest on the flatlands either. We've actually terraformed the land quite a bit. So you know, it's more realistic. And let's see, we'll leave that as that. So if we go, not that one, that one. So as you can see, it's just huge, really is big. It's just massive. As you can see, there's the what's that doing down here? Anyway, there is the, I think this is going to be a village eventually. I'm not sure. I'm not really working on this area. This is more other people working on it, so we're going to see. The idea that I put forward that was actually given a bit of serious thought was an elven wood like area. So like you'd have like elvish buildings and stuff with the proximity of the forest kind of thing. If we go this way, we should come across the mountain. As you can see, we've got a mine shaft there with a tent. There's a couple of these tents and campsites all over the hills actually. I've put a couple in, and there's been a couple of other people that have put them in as well. So, you know, there's lots of secrets in this map that we've just put in to see, you know, that'd look good there and that'd look good there kind of thing. As you can see, another campsite. And moving over here, we should come across another one. And just as you can see, you know, there's the level of detail in it's quite big. And this is currently the project that I am working on. And this is I've gone for a medieval poor town area feel to it. So you've got a wood mill and a warehouse. This is all going to be covered in forest. so that down there will be barely visible kind of thing. We've got our church, we've got a couple of houses, a bit of a marketplace here, the parish house. We go in the church, you can have a look in there. So, we've got this huge, really open church that was actually only designed to be a small chapel and an enchantment table as the whatever it's called. So yeah, we can give sermons here. And at the minute we're currently trying to decide on whether to have a wood or stone confessional. I think the wood's probably going to win out. I think there's too much stone being used in here, and yeah, so that's that. If we carry on over here, we can see we've got a little marketplace and stuff, and a well. A lot of these houses as well have been designed by different members of Godcraft. They've not all just been designed by me and built. And I have tried to use as many other designs as possible, to the point of I even copied up someone's house just to turn it into a smithy up here because we were running out of space. So yeah, that's that. If we go over here, we can see we've got a smithy and a tavern. So if you go here, you got a proper big smithy that would be really big and huge, and that should be up. And I don't know why we've got random blocks missing, but still. But yeah, you can see it's getting quite. It's quite a nice little smithy there. Me and Jinky spent about 4 hours designing that, and then this has got to be another quite large project-y thing that about 8 or 9 people were helping on at one point. We've had Racecar, Swigart, me, Benner, Bearju, Jinky, Cooge, Burns. I think we even had Electro up here at one point, Sniper, all helping with the design of this inn. As you can see, we've got, oh damn it, they've nicked away with bottles. Anyway, we've got ruin stands and stuff. We've got a little kitchen, and if we go through here, we have a staircase, and nothing in this room yet. We don't know what we're going to turn this into. Ideas, guys, just keep giving us ideas. I'm sure we'll come up with something. And if we go through here, we've got the more prosperous guest rooms, and ignore the beds for the minute. And then we've got the poor people's bedrooms, which aren't even furnished yet, which are directly above the stables. So yeah, so that's that. And if we go over here, you can see we've started putting the forest in, and I think I'll quickly go to the fort. Now this is something where we really do need help, guys. We need a name for this fort, and we're not quite sure what to call it. So as you can see, we've got some stables, we've got a smithy, we've got an archery range, and I fly up, you can see that because it was feeling really square, I mean if you look at it on the map, it's a really square building, so we decided to do this and make it look like it had been attacked at one point. And the idea as well, guys, before we start getting people going, oh well, don't like it because of this and this and this, it's not big enough. It is only designed to be like an outpost fort. It's not designed to be like a huge, castle that would have 130 something guards. It's only designed to have maybe 10 at the most at any one time. So if we go, I think this way, we go down into either rooms or dungeons or something. There's lots of different things going off down here. I'm not even sure where I am now. I think this is the dungeons down here. There's some secrets down here as well. There's lots of secrets all over this map, and we've tried to refrain from building them at the minute, but sometimes we just can't help ourselves. As you can see, you've got like a guards barracks. There'll be another one there, and then away into the actual fort. So yeah, that's that. If we go down here, you can see we've still got people working on it and adding things in and stuff. If we go down here, we have got our Woodman's Mill. Wait, what? Woodman's Mill, which, if I go inside, you'll probably be able to see, and he's trying to ride me. I don't even know what he's going to do. So, if we go in here, we've got a little storeroom for all the wood, and a bedroom, and then a very, very, very tiny living room. So, yeah, that's that. If we go over here, we can see we've got this huge lake behind us, which, if I remember correctly, Jacob is really considering making it deeper, so it would be coming up to about 10 or 11, something like that. And if we go over here, I can show you. You can see we've started putting the forest in already and playing about with it and figuring out what trees and stuff we want. And we've got some of the paths in. If we go walk down it, you'll be able to see you've got a little bit of stuff. It's like, but as you can see, it's not as dense as the other forest, but it is still rather dense. So, you know, most of these houses will probably be covered up by the forest and stuff. Another little settlement, I suppose. And then another Woodman's Mill. So yeah, that's that. That's pretty much all in the northeast of the map. If we go down here, you can see that a lot of people decided to help us build. When I put out the emergency call for builders yesterday, a lot of people came and built, and we just can't use them all. I mean, I'd love to use the convenience store somewhere, but it's just too big. It's just ridiculously big. But I've managed to use most of the buildings that other people designed, and the only one I've really not used, if I'm honest, is Ali's, because it's huge. Like, even though it's only one story, it's still pretty prosperous for the area. We had to tell him off about that as well, because he ended up building with like every block type as is per alley. So yeah, that's that. So if we carry on moving down here, you will see that there is just a large area of green that is just clear of everything, as we cleared it out to make way for the Roman harbour town. Yes, we are having a big proper town, and it does have a theme. It's going to be a Roman harbour from what I can gather, and it's going to be down at the beach. I'm only about halfway there at the minute. So if we carry on. But yeah, as you can see, there's so much area we've still got left to use, and it's not like we're running out of space. So yeah, there's going to be so much in this map, it's unreal. And we're only about a third of the way through, I'd say, if that. If we go here, we've got the beach, which is all still very circular, but we've got the idea for it now, and we've got whatever this is. I ain't even got a clue what that is. And if we go over here, we've got Pike-Killer's boat, which is just huge. It's just generally a huge boat in general. It's just, look at it, it's like, oh my god. And for those that watched Kane's video and are the same as him and not quite sure why some stuff, why it's like that, if you look at it from like that, it's more just one of those, I like that. It's more just one of those that the idea is that you won't be able to get to this boat, so there's no need to go down underneath the deck or anything. There's no real need to decorate it. You just needed to be able to see what's inside, so they decided to make it look like it was full of treasure. So yeah, there's really a lot here, but this is probably about day 6 maybe, so there is so much left to go. And as soon as there's nothing else between here and spawn, I'm just gonna go slightly quietly towards spawn. So much open space, it's unreal. How are we gonna fill this? But there are a lot of town ideas. I mean, we've got our little human one, we've got the elvish one, the Roman one. There's even one to have a proper Dwemer city inside one of the mountains. Even maybe in one of the I'm calling them boundary mountains because it's pretty much like the best idea, best name I think for them. So if we go in here, you can see not really much has changed. We've got some nice chandeliers that Bear designed. The chimes were put back in after the lights that replaced them mysteriously vanished. And we go down here, you can see not much has changed down here really. Still the same, so yeah, that's that. And if we go up here, you can see we've still got our little peak and stuff. So yeah, there is a lot left to do. We have accomplished a lot in that small time. So yeah, that's it. But leave comments, guys. Like, let us know what you think of the spawn. Let us know of any ideas you have as well. Like, we can't. Like, most people have access to the server, but like, we don't want people coming on and just building secrets, because it's just going to be, you know, like a pain really to try and track them all down and keep track of them and figure out where they are. Because there's been talk of doing a map as well for experienced members and trying to figure and letting members find them and build up this map of the secrets and stuff. So yeah, there is a lot left to do, and there is a lot of ideas being done as well at the same time. So yeah, this is it. And rate, comment and subscribe. And this has been Godcraft.com, day 6.